She has the highest academic achievements of her graduating class with an overall GPA of 3.96. Vashti is our valedictorian, and she will now give her speech.
Good evening, everyone. Well, like Nathaniel, it took me only 13 years to get here. And a good 13 years it was, filled with people who cared for me, loved me, and encouraged me to be my very best. But they wouldn't have been able to do that were it not for God. Without him, I wouldn't be alive, and I wouldn't be able to stand here before you tonight. He's been all that I need and more: a healer, a friend, a listener, a comforter, a savior. And he deserves all the honor and glory for bringing me to this milestone in life. My school career started off with Mrs. Weber in K-5, where we learned to color in the lines and say our alphabet and numbers. But our growth didn't stop there. Mrs. Veros taught 1st through 3rd grade, where we learned good manners and reading sentences. Then we learned multiplication and division and casting out by nines in Mrs. Zubak's class. And we grew even more academically and socially with Mrs. Pitcher, even though she pawned us off on Mrs. Zubak because she had to have a baby or two. Then we moved forward to high school, which was both complex and interesting. If I were to compare it to a roller coaster, it would be an older than one that knocks your head around and makes you feel as if you'll slip out at any moment. But in the end, after you get off, you can look back and realize what a life changer it was, and how vital the people that were with you the whole ride are. There are many teachers to whom I am very grateful. Mrs. Carlin, you made learning and studying from math so much fun through trash ball. Brother Carlin, thank you for making science a blast, sometimes literally. Brother Jones, thank you for encouraging me to play volleyball with a group of convicts. And also for the fun debates. Brother Matt, you taught a variety of subjects, and I appreciate the time and effort you put in to help us learn. Brother Ray, your class was frustrating, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and joy. It made business math a tad more bearable. Brother Peter, thank you for the years of hard work you put into playing and the passion you have for music. Mrs. Hawkins, you instilled a love for music through the way you taught and the way you played your multitude of instruments. Thank you for introducing me to the saxophone, supporting me as I played. Many secretaries and principals took part in my life. I'd like to thank Mrs. Walker, who is also my family chauffeur to school. Brother Ryan, who is always ready with something funny or sarcastic to say, just to lighten the mood. Thank you for your sincerity and support. Pastor, you've done so much by just staying faithful and leading by example. Thank you for all you've done. Mrs. Workman, you showed the love of Christ every day, especially when it came to your patience with us. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize my PE teachers throughout the years. Brother Arntz was my teacher for the majority of elementary school, and the best memories I have are when we played kickball. We also had Brother Deal when the whole school did PE together. We would line up on the fence that used to be over there, and he would pop dodgeballs at us. Great fun. Later, when we reached high school, we no longer did fun stuff like Brother Deal dodgeball. We actually exercised and were educated. Take Brother Guppy, for example. He would have us run and run. Then out of the blue, he said we had to do a report on one of the muscles in our body. Then we had to run some more. I'm still out of breath from all the running he made us do. And lastly, Brother Pitcher had us do house with Coach Kozak and his wife Claudia upstairs in the lunchroom via the TV screens. And he too made us run. Even so, thank you all for caring enough to make us do PE and do it correctly. I'd also like to thank my volleyball coaches, Mrs. Pitcher, who made us run a lot. Miss Allie, who led us to our first win. Mrs. Tuttle, your encouragement and love brought us through some tough games. And Miss Sumberg, thank you for teaching us positions and training us to play as a team. Time is too short to thank everyone properly, but I would like to mention Miss Kelsey, Mrs. Arntz, Mrs. Parker, Miss Kara, Mrs. Jones, Brother Martin, and Brother Barrows. Thank you all for your part in shaping me to who I am today. There are two people very dear to my heart who have had a major role in my life, to whom I will forever be grateful. My mom and dad. Mom, you've done so much from just listening to my ranting to offering words of encouragement when I needed it. I've grown because of your wisdom, love, and support. Thank you for sacrificing your time, money, and effort for me. I also owe my dad tremendously. He works hard to provide for us, and I would not have been able to come to this great school were it not for him. You also taught me to stand on my own and use common sense through your wonderfully vague instructions. Thank you for loving me and providing for me. I love you both very much. As you can see, without all of you, I would not have been able to make it here tonight, and I would not be able to say that I am a graduate of Landmark Baptist School. You stuck by and encouraged me when things got tough, and I want to thank you all for all you've done for me and for our school. To the graduating class of 2022, congratulations. Now it's time for us to move forward and put to use all of those years of schooling. We've gained knowledge, social skills, and practical skills here at Landmark Baptist School that, if taken to heart, will benefit us for the rest of our lives. Sometimes it was a rough ride, but sometimes it was fun. And most importantly, we finished. We pushed through and have made it through hard work and endurance. To my fellow graduates, Jason and Jesse, keep working hard. Apply yourselves and you will reap the fruit of your labor, but don't leave God behind. I challenge you to take him with you wherever you go and whatever you do. Follow his will for your life and he will bless you. And to Andrea, who is more of a sister than she knows, thank you for teaching me that it's okay to have fun in high school. You bring so much joy to my life and you have no idea how much you mean to me. As we go our separate ways, I pray that God blesses you and that you keep trusting wholly in him. He knows you and he loves you. I challenge you to continue loving him and continue staying by him wherever he leads. Thank you for all the years of tears and laughter, peace and chaos, love and friendship. You will forever hold a piece of my heart. To those of you who are still looking forward to graduation, you'll have the chance to prove how tough you are. I want to encourage you to keep going strong. Endure through the good times and, more importantly, through the bad times. If I could leave you with one bit of advice, it would be found in Psalm 39, verse 7, which says, "And now, Lord, what wait I for? My hope is in thee." Don't let fear of the unknown hold you back. Our hope is in God. Don't let doubts drive you down the wrong path. Take that step of faith. Work hard and don't wait until the last moment to finish that 3-page essay. But also, don't wait to help a friend in need. Bobby Joe, Summer, Michael, and Bradley, you will be taking on the mantle of leaders. It is now your duty to show a good example to those following you. It won't be easy. Sometimes you may falter or fail, we all do. But that's when those who love and care for you will come along and encourage you. And that's when you should look for others who are struggling and step out of your comfort zone to support them. We cannot live our lives alone, for other lives we touch are either strengthened by our own or weakened just as much. You will find more joy and more fulfillment in life serving others as Jesus did. In conclusion, I encourage you to step out in faith and let your hope be in God. Work hard to finish strong and help others along the way. Thank you all for coming tonight. Until we meet again, may God richly bless you, my dearly beloved.